Is Justin Baldoni getting the Swifties stirred up over Blake? He is Taylor's bestie. There's a big uproar. Oh no, that just could not have happened. There's no way that person could have done that. Well, maybe they did, and maybe they need to quit. So how will they quit? You gotta tell them to stop. Well, that's what she's doing. She's saying, stop. Hey y'all, Shannon has news. So a recent complaint filed by Blake Lively against the director, and I think he's a producer also on the movie It Ends With Us. A recent complaint was filed by Blake that Justin Baldoni is harassing her. So we're going to break it down, discuss what the media is talking about and what they're saying, what they're reporting on this issue. And it looks like they have brought in the Swifties on this. So if you like the content, y'all, I ask that you hit that like button and subscribe. I'm really trying to build up my subscribers. And you notice I've only got a few so far, but I am growing. And the bigger I grow, the more content I'm going to be able to bring. And hopefully I'll be able to get even better content for you. And so I just appreciate you being on this journey with me. And if you like what you see, give it a like, leave a comment. If you have any opinions, any information, whether it debunks anything I say or backs anything I say up, please just leave a comment and I will try my best to get back to you. And I just ask that you subscribe and we can just keep doing this together and covering these topics, and especially things that interest you and make a difference in our lives. So this is entertainment, and entertainment is everywhere. So we're going to talk about Blake and Justin. And honestly, what it's really talking about is harassment and inappropriate behavior on job sites. You should be able to have a good time, be comfortable where you're at and on your job. And folks should be able to joke around without feeling like they're going to get in trouble for a little bit of something, because they're adults on an adult set. But that being said, you're not going to need to be going too far with another man's wife, or vice versa. It is a job. There's no reason to get perverted. So, according to Fox News Digital, Blake Lively alleges that Justin Baldoni intended to use her friendship with Taylor Swift against her. And I think that she put this in a complaint. So let's just read this, see what they have reported on this, what this media outlet is reporting. It says, amid the bombshell allegations made in Blake's lawsuit, I don't think it's a lawsuit yet. I think it's just a complaint right now. But it says that this against the It Ends With Us, it's a complaint against this It Ends With Us co-star and director Justin. And there was a tidbit of information about how the actor allegedly planned to export exploit Lively's close friendship with pop star Taylor Swift. Not a good idea. Those Swifties. Ooh, you don't want them to come after you, I'm sure. I hear things, and I think a lot of them are Christians too. So, whew, I just wouldn't go there. But according to the lawsuit, a scenario planning document was sent from a hired crisis management team to Baldoni, producer of the film. So he is a producer. Oh, a producer of the film, Jamie Heath, and others, which laid out 3 likely scenarios that Blake and her team might utilize, and conversely, how Justin's team would respond if she chose to make her grievances public. So rumors of an on-set feud between Lively and Baldoni percolated for months, amplified during the film's press tour, although neither star ever said anything at the time. So, Lively's attorney claims in the filing, Lively's attorney claims in the filing that Baldoni's hired crisis PR manager Melissa Nathan distributed the document on August 2nd, 2024, in it to advance misleading counter-narrative. So there's a couple of photos here, and the photos are captioned, "A scenario planning document was included in the lawsuit, which allegedly shows how Justin Baldoni and his team plan to use Blake Lively's relationship with Taylor Swift to their advantage." One course of action the team could take, as written in the document, would be to explore planting stories about the weaponization of feminism and how people in Blake Lively's circle, like Taylor Swift, have been accused of utilizing these tactics to bully into getting what they want. They are accusing Taylor Swift of being a bully. I don't think that's going to sit well with the Swifties, especially with Taylor. And I don't think it's very nice, especially when so many people love her. She's got a lot of fans. You know, you may not always agree with some of the things that go on, and that's why you should make your complaint known. Let her know. Maybe it'll get back to her. But I'm sure that if there was a problem, she would want to change that. It doesn't seem like she's the type that's out to hurt somebody's feelings on purpose. So, I mean, honestly, seems like she's the type where she's been open to everybody. I mean, I'm just saying, there's been a lot of diversity at her concerts. And among her Swiftie group, there's a lot of diversity. She seems just like open arms for everybody. And not a mean girl at all. But I don't know her personally, just like I don't know Blake personally. I just do know, though, that it is strange how a lot of people that don't know these people have a lot of things to say negative. And yet a lot of times the ones that are in their circle, in their personal circle, have these wonderful things to say. Great things to say about them. But it's the ones that don't know them That's always got some kind of mean girl comment to say. So, according to the document, other ideas to counteract any negative narrative, including citing Justin's stellar reputation among colleagues and industry peers. Is that true? I don't know that the folks that have worked with him have been blasting his praises all over the place. I haven't heard from his besties, in other words. I'm pretty sure we're going to hear from Blake's and Taylor's, probably. So, it says, numerous quotes and interviews sharing positive experiences and his support of the Me Too movement. Maybe using the Me Too movement as a smokescreen to get away with things on set that should not be done. This is another man's wife as well as your employee. There's no reason to be perverted. Allegedly. But no one I've known of has ever come out and called Blake Lively a liar. At any time, really. I don't know if any of you have heard about Blake Lively being a liar, because I have never heard that before. So she's all of a sudden just coming out with these accusations against somebody after all these years in the industry. She's just coming out with these accusations out of nowhere. I don't think so. That seems a little bit fishy if you ask me. No, this is a professional actress that's been doing this for many years. She's married to someone who is a professional actor who's been doing this many years. I do not think they're stupid when it comes to this business. No, I don't think they're just going to throw out accusations about somebody just, for no reason. No way. I just don't think so. And then, here she comes with receipts. Because, we always have to. If anybody wants to make any complaint against someone that is, in authority, that, maybe they acted inappropriately, there's a big uproar. Oh no, that just could not have happened. There's no way that person could have done that. Well, maybe they did, and maybe they need to quit. So how will they quit? You gotta tell them to stop. Well, that's what she's doing. She's saying, stop. And maybe she did say stop. Well, this caption reads, there's a photo of Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. They're photographed on the set of the show It Ends With Us in January 2024. Now, the lawsuit, and they're calling it a lawsuit here again, and I think it's still a complaint right now. We'll see. It also included a text exchange, purportedly between Justin, Heath, and Nathan, who are also all listed as defendants in the filing, in which the actor expressed his concerns with the document. Not in love with the document they sent. Not sure I'm feeling the protection I felt on the call, the post reads, referencing a larger conversation with Nathan's team. In a conversation between Nathan and Justin's publicist, Jennifer Abel, also a defendant, held the same day, Abel wrote that Justin wanted Lively to feel She can be buried. 3 days later, Justin sent a screenshot to Abel of the following post on X referencing Hailey Bieber and rhetoric about bullying. So yeah, he's done brought Hailey Bieber into it too. Hasn't she had enough? Isn't her and Bieber going through enough? Her husband right now just had a baby. So now they've got to be brought into this too. Which I think there was an online campaign of bullying against this poor girl too. Lord, they're just out of hand these days. There's no reason for this. There's none of this when we were, you know, their age, doing the things, living life, having a good time, having all your stuff exposed all over the media, the whole world just talking about you like something terrible. You may get a letter from some weirdo sometimes, but as far as people wanting to hurt you, this generation has just got a lot of bullshit to put up with. Oh, it's maniacal. Yeah, this post literally says Hailey Bieber's history of bullying many women, not just Selena Gomez, throughout the years. Ugh, they are just so terrible to these girls. And then they'll be crying, we just love each other. Well, it does not show in some of these cases. This is what you would need, Justin wrote, per the lawsuit. To which Abel responded, yes, I literally just spoke to Melissa about this in the break about what we discussed last night for social and digital. And then in a separate message, focus on Reddit, TikTok, and Instagram. I didn't know Reddit was a thing. Yeah, that's crazy. Seems like they'd be on YouTube. The sisters are coming out for Blake, honey. They're not going to let Justin get away with this. These girls are fed up. There's a certain way that you can behave on set, that you can be fun, and you can, use your adult humor appropriately. And some people do get a little offended when they shouldn't be. There's no reason to be easily offended just because someone is having their adult conversation and you might overhear it or something like that. This is not this situation. That is not what we're talking about here. This is where someone is actively being accused of actively being inappropriate with someone else's wife, with a co-worker, with what could even be considered an employee in a way. He bought the rights to the book. He's making this movie. He does have a lot to say. And she has a lot to say too. And I can't blame her for saying it. There's no reason for that when it's inappropriate. You can have fun without being inappropriate. That's just the way it is. So here we go. The sisters are coming out. The CNN is saying Blake Lively gets support from It Ends With Us author and Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants co-stars. Oh yeah, funny. Blake Lively is getting some high-profile support in the midst of allegations she's made against her It Ends With Us director and co-star Justin Baldoni, the author of the book that the film was based on, Colleen Hoover. posted a message of support on her Instagram stories over the weekend. At Blake Lively, you have been nothing but honest, kind, supportive, and patient since the day we met, Hoover wrote, alongside a photo of her and the star embracing. Thank you for being exactly the human that you are. Never changed, never will. Those are some kind words. That's very nice of her. Very nice of her. See? So the photo shows the author and executive producer, Miss Colleen Hoover, as well as producer and actor star of the show, Blake Lively, at the world premiere of It Ends With Us back in August. That was just past August. America Ferrera, Amber Tamblyn, and Alexis Bledel, who are fellow cast members of Blake in the 2005 movie Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, released a joint statement over this past weekend, writing, as Blake's friends and sisters for over 20 years, we stand with her in solidarity as she fights back against the reported campaign waged to destroy her reputation. The sisters are not having it. So it goes on to say, throughout the filming of It Ends With Us, we saw her summon the courage to ask for a safe workplace for herself and colleagues on set. And we are appalled to read the evidence of a premeditated and vindictive effort that ensued to discredit her voice. The statement reads, most upsetting is the unabashed exploitation of domestic violence survivor stories to silence a woman who asks for safety. The hypocrisy is astounding. And we are talking about real workplace violence here, y'all. Real harassment, not cutting up, not jokes, not playing, not adult humor. We're talking about inappropriate behavior, period. You know, they added, we are struck by the reality that even if a woman is as strong, celebrated, and resourced as our friend Blake, she can face forceful retaliation for daring to ask for a safe working environment. We are inspired by our sister's courage to stand up for herself and others.
Now you know you can't believe everything you see on TV.